Hello, everyone. Welcome to the pre-show of the Codex podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Sonny Kruger. I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Uncle Gary and Mighty Mike.
Hey, everybody.
Today we've got a great show ahead for everybody. We're changing things. There may be a little bit of changes in the Codex podcast soon. A little bit.
So changes.
There you go. Some classic Bowie. Mm-hmm. But today, so instead of a review, we'll be doing a topic of the week. So the topic of the week will be how would DC versus Marvel 2 turn out? We'll get onto that. Like I said, later we'll discuss that. Topic of the week was something that was a few years ago. So bringing it back this week. And then we'll still have some things be the regular case, the regular schedule with the comic book news, the variant insanity. Uncle Gary's the man with the 5 right or wrong statements.
That's me this week?
That's you. You got a little bit of time before we jump onto the actual show.
Did I agree to this?
I can get some engineer questions really quickly,
No, thank you. But then also we will be having a random panel of the week, and we'll be having someone join the F list, and he is called Redshirt.
Yep. Oh, let me say this: on the comic character of the day site, the random panel of the day was epic, suggested by one Sonny Kruger. I love it.
That was a thing of pure beauty.
Yes, Sonny, it was. You did well, my friend.
Thank you. And everyone, feel free to check it out. And the Facebook page, comic character of the day.
Yep, it's a Sonny Kruger suggestion.
Yeah, I found it. I'm like, I don't know about for the show, so I'll just say, hey, Dan, here you go. Maybe just for the page.
I think it was very appropriate.
Damn it, I forgot to look at the variants today. I saw Richard's already posted.
Here we go.
I think Richard, we have an idea what may
happen. Richard, and he's going with TMNT with the 23. Richard, if you miss an episode, I'll be like, okay, Richard's just going to guess TMNT 23.
I listen. My bad tech skills self actually got to vote on the comic book community awards, and I voted for Redshirt, who was well deserving in his category.
Me too.
And I voted for Mon Comics, well deserved in there. Uncanny Derek, I voted for. A lot of great friends of the station that I voted for, and I voted for all the Codex people. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go check it out, everybody. Maybe I'll see if I can pick that. And there you go. The CBC Awards, www.cbcawards.org. And remember that the Codex station is up for 5 awards. Our very own Sal the Slab Guy from the Codex station is up for most engaging host. And then for best entertaining content, the Codex station. For best live stream, Comics Unleashed from the Codex station. Best informative content, the Codex station. And can't forget best live stream for Comics Unleashed from the Code X station.
I can't believe we get that nominees for a nice urine flow.
And if we do what we gotta do, right?
Right. Take the awards where you can get them.
Absolutely.
You're welcome, Richard.
Oh, Richard, thank you for all you do, brother.
Yes, thank you. Rightly deserved. You deserve that. And you know what? So. Comics Unleashed is known for you guys, a lot of times show them what comic books you got for the week. So, Mike, I know that you got some comic books you wanted to show today.
I got some exciting stuff. It was a big week today.
And there's Uncle Gary Big, but that's
Gary's beautiful face.
Mike, let's get you big for a little
almost
bit.
Kissed it. It was so pretty. Look at that.
So,
Richard says True Codex is the best channel on YouTube.
Richard, high praise.
Agreed, my friend. Thank you. You get a star.
Yes, you do. So The Adventures of Superman, the books of Kal-El, came out today. And
somebody wrote on it.
Yep. Philip Kennedy Johnson, my personal friend.
Our personal friend
came to the shop today for a signing. So got him to sign his new book. I can't wait to read it. Then we had very excited new Matt Fraction Batman book, number 1. Good jumping on point for people who are always saying, hey, I don't know when to get on the book. Well, here it is, number 1. And then, of course, the book to Gary, Chris Schwartzlander, JSA, Ragnarok.
Speaking of Chris, maybe we need to let him know.
Yes. It's just part 1. Do you know how many parts that story is?
I'm not sure, but Ragnarok is actually a prose book. I'm very excited to read this because to see if they actually are doing the prose book or if it's just a matter of
Richard says
them.
F-lister is Lobo. It was an F-list
Richard
move
has
when he kicked
strong
Dexter.
feelings
Yes.
on Lobo from one kitty kick, and he was off the Lobo bandwagon. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, but did he see the giant? Can I say the word?
I don't. Oh, the
Sure.
giant phallic thing that
The giant phallic thing that
Lobo made. Yeah,
that Lobo made. You know.
And, at this point, I think
Mr. Keith,
Richard was blinded by Red Lantern rage. He did not want to see that after he had kicked Dexter, because that's what got Atrocitus mad.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Lobo's making giant green phallic
objects
items with his power ring and smacking people around.
We have
yeah.
Godzilla, Justice League versus Godzilla King Kong, number 2. Book 2 is out. Very exciting. If you haven't, the first one's on trade. And then I'll just share a couple of these. If you are a collector of the Alex Ross Timeless covers, we had 6 new ones this week. Sunfire was one of them, all X-Men related.
There ought to be a character about Sunny. It'd be Sunnyfire.
Sunnyfire.
Havoc.
Yeah. I like how it looks like it almost looks like it's going through him.
Yep. Then there's
Ricky's in the background.
Ricky's in the background.
See, we got Ricky there.
Ricky.
Yep. He's
special guest Ricky.
Yeah. He's a working class dog.
He is. And then I think probably the best one was the Rogue.
Yeah.
Classic Rogue.
Yeah. So a lot of really good stuff this week. Let's see. Anything else here? Oh, gotta forget my girl.
Oh, wait. No.
Magic. If you don't love Ilana Rasputin, I can't help you. You know? I think she's legal now, right?
I was gonna say she's been like a teenager since before I was born. I mean, I know I'm really young, but
if Ricky starts humping anything, I'm gonna lose my shit.
He says, "I heard that."
Where's that logo? I may have to try to put there. Oh no, that goes in the background.
Ricky's like, "I heard that." So I heard you, Gary.
Ricky says, "Hey, you got to pay for that on my OnlyFans channel."
Yeah.
There's some good comic books you got there, Mike. Yeah,
good books this week.
Those timeless variants are always awesome. And
I can't wait for the
X-Men.
Thunderbird one.
Nice.
Yeah, Thunderbird will be soon this month. Can't wait for that one.
Okay,
sweet.
And guys, we've been having some fun. Trying to think anything else before we jump onto this actual show? Are you ready to jump? Are we ready to jump on now?
What you are running the starship here, Captain?
In the red shirt.
Yeah, and in the red shirt, which usually did not happen.
Yeah. See if you last the whole show or not.
Yeah, they were usually dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And you'll see why I wore this red shirt. And this is because last week when I was wearing a tap out shirt, a lot of people were commenting on it, and Jamie and Dan were especially jealous of my shirt.
Well, listen,
they wanted it. Yeah,
I had to get an explanation on why it was. What the humor was. I didn't get it, so there you go. So some of us, they're making fun of you for being old. I'm even older than that I didn't understand what it was, and then somebody explained to me that maybe if I was wearing my members only jacket, I would understand.
What can I say? People, they like to be like me. So
Yep.
I said, let me wear another red shirt, and then happened to find F-lister who wears a red shirt, but he's not like me. I'm not like that guy at all. But you'll see later on as to why.
Sweet.
So it's time to jump onto the actual show of the Code X podcast. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the actual show of the Codex podcast. As I have introduced us in the pre-show, I'm your host, Sonny Kruger. I'm joined by my co-hosts, the Ric Flair of comic books himself, Uncle Gary,
Woo!
and Mighty Mike Harbor. So, in the
What,
pre-show,
Mike?
we were talking about how Dan was jealous of my shirt, but he commented, he said, jealous isn't the word I'd use. What's the word I'd use? Boosh isn't here now. Hey, howdy doody, says Boosh. Howdy.
Howdy,
guys.
Boogie.
So, like today, I was saying that we actually will not be having a review today. Today, we will be having a topic of the week, and that topic will be how would DC versus Marvel 2 turn out? But before that, we got comic book news, we got Variant Insanity. Uncle Gary is the man with the 5 right or wrong statements. And of course, we got a random panel of the week, and we'll be having somebody called Redshirt joining the F list. So that means let us get started with the rundown. Jim Lee is returning to Marvel. He's returning to the X-Men. Good job. Kudos to Dan Kelly. Last week on his Right or Wrong, he literally said Jim Lee will return to X-Men. And then the next day, it was announced, Jim Lee announced that he's doing a variant cover for X-Men, or doing a variant cover for the crossover between Batman and Deadpool. And what is it? It is Batman and Wolverine, and looks pretty awesome.
Sweet.
But, yeah, so that's definitely one that it would be pretty awesome to get to have in the collection. How often does Jim Lee return to X-Men, and how often do you get covers of Batman and Wolverine? It's been done before, but not too often. And like I said, Jim Lee is back with X-Men. Also, Marvel Zombies had a trailer. So the show, Marvel Zombies, is the animated show. It will be mature. It will have that mature rating, and it will come out 3 weeks from today, September 24th.
Yeah, I hear that I saw the cast of everyone who's in it, and the new guy who's going to be doing Blade is in it.
Yes,
Marshall Ali.
Marshall Ali. Yeah.
Actually, this time it's not going to be Marshall. It's
not
Sticky Fingers.
Who's Sticky
So
Fingers?
he's a rapper, and he's going to be doing it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's actually going to be Sticky Fingers.
Wow.
Is that because he steals stuff, or he tosses off a lot?
I was just going to go with your second one.
Hey, Dan.
He's a tosser.
He's a tosser.
He's a tosser.
So who knows? Hopefully, he does good as Blade, though. But Blade looks like he's going to do some damage to the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Only got 3 weeks to wait for that, and like I said, it's mature rated. So I'm glad it is, because with all the zombies, you got to be killing them and stuff. So if it was less, it'd be like, okay, what are they really doing to them? But yeah, that's some of the news. But also, Marvel isn't done. Marvel is celebrating the Muppets. The Muppets will be turning 70. So now Marvel's going to be releasing some variant covers with the Muppets on there.
Muppets.
Yeah, so some interesting variants. And before there was like the Disney ones with Mickey and Goofy. Then recently there was going to be some other ones with Toy Story characters. And now they're going to do some variants with the Muppets.
Want to see the Animal Lobo team up.
Nice.
Miss Piggy's some aged pork by this point.
Oh, there we go.
I think there's one with Miss Piggy. It looks like Infinity Gauntlet. But it's Miss Piggy with the Infinity Gauntlet.
The Impigity Gauntlet.
Oh, I like that. The Impigity Gauntlet. Very
put.
nicely done. Nicely done.
And when it came to Blade, Mr. Keith said, is it also going to air on Spike TV? No, we don't usually talk about that Blade series. The Spike TV one. Let's see. Boo says here, the tea leaves were correct. I agreed with it. That's not too shabby. Well, we do got some more news. Moving on from Marvel, we go to some DC. We got some huge news recently, and that is that James Gunn announced the sequel to Superman will be called Man of Tomorrow, and he also gave a release date, and that release date is July 9th, 2027.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, 2 years after that one, so it's not much of a wait. I mean, when you consider it, there could be delays, but I was pleasantly surprised to see, oh, look at that, only 2 years after that one.
We have the Supergirl one. Is that next year?
Yeah. Richard says Miss Piggy is Thanos. But Yes, I believe it is next year, Supergirl. I'd have to look through some notes. Before onto that, somebody else is doing something pretty big, and that's the Toxic Avenger. The new Toxic Avenger movie is out, and now there is an initiative going forward. And so far, Toxic Avenger has had, for their marketing, they had $5 million to market it, to get commercials out, but they've actually turned that to pay for medical bills for those in need who are struggling paying medical bills, and they've put $5 million towards that. And that now they're saying for every $1 million, they are going to match it. They are matching, and they are going to be putting a lot of that money towards paying for medical bills for people in need.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's why we may not be seeing too many previews for the Toxic Avenger, but that's why the money is going towards helping people with medical bills. And then there was a video online saying, hey, that's why people should be sharing their videos, so that the more they can get, the more money. Yeah, so it's more money they make, the more money they're going to put towards helping others out. So that's what's going on with that Toxic Avenger movie. And that might be why you haven't seen any previews for it lately.
Cool. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then, unfortunately, there's always some bad news. Now, Nelvana Studios has shut down. Now, that is an animated studio that has been going on. It started in 1971, and it was responsible for shows like The Gargoyles, Magic School Bus, Little Bear, Franklin. There's one that I know I'm forgetting that. There was a Star Wars show called Droids.
Yep.
And Wildcats. It was also the studio behind Wildcats. So, the Nelvana Studios shut down.
Jeez. It's a shame. I remember watching a lot of My Little School Bus, the Magic School Bus, with my kids growing up, showing my age. But yeah.
No problem. I remember the show, but I was like, I want action, I want fighting. But then there were certain shows like Franklin. When I heard about Franklin, I said, oh yeah, I remember Franklin, the little turtle.
What was the teacher's name? Miss what?
Oh man, Miss Frizzle.
Frizzle. Okay.
Frizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe all this talk will get somebody else to look into that and say, hey, you know what? Let's make that a live action movie, or let's get it going again.
There we go.
And before, when it came to the Toxic Avenger, Boosh said, I want to see Toxic Avenger. I love the OG. That's awesome. And that's the droids are some of my favorite Star Wars stuff.
Yep.
I know there was a show in the 80s. Did you guys ever check that out?
Yeah, I remember seeing the show.
Yeah. I do not.
And some of the action figures I know are very pricey. Back when I was collecting them, the new droids ones are very, very sought after by collectors.
I'm sure, yeah. Like I said, yeah. Because even
Well,
I didn't really know much about the show. I'll be good. I will treat them kindly.
No. Keep them away from Sonny.
I guarantee it. But somebody I knew before, like, just would break heads off. And I was like, that was wrong.
Somebody you knew.
Yeah, somebody I knew. I'm not going to give them
Somebody
name
I knew.
away.
Somebody I used to know.
I ain't going to rat, but somebody I knew, I'm not going to give their name away. They would, and I was like, oh, how could you do that?
Mom was a little deviant.
I don't know what you're talking about. But speaking of, videos and stuff, I had a video the other day, because that's with for those of you who don't know, the Mama's Little Deviant came out because I had a short, and then my mother had commented and said, deviant. But I had a video the other day about like jobless people on Labor Day, and it set my record. My record so far on Instagram. My Instagram record is over 11,000 views. I was happy about
That's awesome.
Working my way up. Yeah. But we're still not done with Toxic Avenger. Mr. Keats says they need to bring in the rest of the Toxic Crusaders from the cartoon. How crazy is that that was a thing? Toxic Crusaders. Are you guys familiar with them?
I am not.
I'm familiar with the original Toxic Avenger, but not the Crusaders.
Maybe we'll have to look that up and see. But some other news. Do you guys think you're going to be checking out Marvel Zombies?
Oh, totally. Love the first one. Love the books. Yeah, can't wait.
Oh, so there's already one. There's already an animated.
There was in the What If.
Oh, in the What If.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, I swore I've seen some. Okay, so it was the What If episode, yeah. And then now, the series. Yeah, and Bruce says he wants a new Toxic Crusaders cartoon. Bringing them in the movie would be cool.
But we can find some F-listers on the Toxic Crusaders cartoon.
Yeah, there we go.
The bad
As you know, I'm always looking. The other day, I was just sometimes I like to surprise you guys with the F lister. So sometimes when I find a list or something, I'll send it to Maria, and then I'm just like another F list for my F listers in the future, just to have it in our messages. So every now and then she just randomly gets lists of F listers, and then I write them all down, and then when it comes time to do an episode, I'm like, okay, let me look who fits in for today. Okay, who's a good Save a Savage Dragon villain for when Uncle Gary's on? I was almost gonna, yeah, I was almost gonna have a Savage Dragon character today, but then I looked around. I thought, no, maybe I'll save some Savage Dragon for another time. So, guys, what else about the new team? Look, yeah, we were seeing Superman. It's pretty cool. So it is Man of Tomorrow. Comes out July 9th. Are you guys going to get any of those Muppets variant covers?
Depends.
I'd have to see them first.
I have to see who.
I haven't pre-ordered any.
Yeah.
If anything, I think maybe if I was looking, maybe if I see one, like just to say, okay, at least I got one. But I'm not like super excited. And I'm a bigger fan of Toy Story. Like Toy Story is something I grew up with. So maybe I'll definitely get one of those.
Right.
Yeah, and Dan says they should do a crossover of the Toxic Crusaders and the Planeteers.
That sounds like they're at odds.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Key says, I'm not all that excited for Marvel Zombies just because it's kind of played out. But this is a great chance for them to give the new characters the attention and development they need. And that is a good point because it is, Mike, like you were saying, like when you see the cast of characters, it is given like, I know Florence Pugh's character seems to have a big part in there. Obviously, we're seeing like Blade. So it is kind of good to give them.
There, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yes, Neymar is a villain and they're a zombie, but all the other characters too. Like the big Avengers are like Captain America is like the most known that they keep showing the image of Captain America as a zombie. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool to give you the characters, a bit of the spotlight. But that Jim Lee X-Men one, that one, I may have to get that one. But there is quite a few cool variant covers and stuff, especially for the Deadpool Batman / Batman Deadpool. I usually don't like to get too many issues of one, but I'm trying to pick out which one I'm going to try to get. And that comes out in 2 weeks, September 17th. But guys, are you ready to get crazy? Are you ready for things to get
Let's do it.
Insane?
Let's get nuts. Let's go crazy.
And before I get onto the variant and ask the question about the Marvel Zombies, Dan was saying it's lame that they didn't get a lead to voice Blade, and Bruce said, white actor might have needed a job. Sticky Fingers is also black, so they did not get a white person to play Blade yet, but I'll go for that role if need be.
Me too.
I would jump for it. I'd even shave my award-nominated beard to play the role of Blade. But that's a tale for another time. Because right now we're on to Variant Insanity. So take a guess as to which comic book had the most covers this week.
I'm going to say Batman.
I was going to say Batman.
So we got Batman and Batman. And
is that your blind bag pick, Mike?
Yeah, I got a foil, Virgin foil edition. Did you open yours yet?
I have not.
Did you open Gun Honey yet?
The what?
Gun Honey.
No, I have not.
Should open that live on the show.
I can't. I have to usually hide what the Gun Honey cover is.
Earlier in the show, Richard came forward with TMNT 23. So let's see, we got Batman, and TMNT.
I'm going to say Batman with 20 covers.
Okay. Dan Kelly says Sticky Fingers isn't doing it. It's a guy named Todd Williams. We'll have to check in on that. But right now we're on to Variant Insanity. So Boost also goes to TMNT. Mr. Keith also goes to Batman. And old Dan also goes with Batman.
I'm Batman.
Batman.
So,
Variant.
you know what? It was Batman.
Oh,
Batman.
yay!
Most variants this week. Batman Volume 4, issue number 1. And now to take a guess as to how many did you say, Mike?
I said 20.
Going with 20.
I'm gonna say Blackjack 21.
All right, so 20, 21. And let's see everybody in the crowd. Give them a little bit of time. Mike, did you want to show your cover? That one you got that looks pretty nice. That
Yeah, it's
foil cover?
trying to get it's a virgin foil cover.
Was it a wraparound cover?
No, unfortunately not. Then I got the stock cover, which you already showed.
And Boosh. After he said bucks, she said 24. Dan's going with 30. And you were all wrong. It's not enough.
Wow.
So I'll give you guys the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. Batman issue number 1 had 53 covers.
Oh, come on.
Oh, what is it? A Dynamite book?
Wow.
Yeah, they took a page out of Dynamite's book.
Wow.
You know?
53 different covers for that.
53.
Damn.
Dan was asking you, Mike, and he said, is that the Silvestri one?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Dan.
So, yeah. But 53 covers.
Wow, that's crazy.
That one, dude. Dan had up this number to 45. But yeah, so 53 covers for Batman. You can always have many cool covers you can do for Batman, but yeah, 53. Who will get all 53?
Not I, said the Batman.
No. You know, somebody out there will.
Yeah.
I bet some of them got to be really exclusive, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I figured there'd be a lot with the blind bags, you know, that they would have to have a lot of extras in there, but damn, 53. Wow.
53 covers for Batman.
I might open ours on Comics Unleashed when we show off our new books.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
And Dan says, congrats to you, Mike.
Thanks, Dan.
I'm getting that cool Batman.
Hope you're able to get one as well.
So, all right, guys. Before we jump onto the F list, before we jump onto the right or wrong, Gary, I almost let you off the hook and I passed it by. We'll come back to it.
Damn
But tomorrow, comic character of the week, Black Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Make sure to check that out. That's a very interesting
The
story. Interesting.
Ebony Blade.
Yeah,
A little bit of Whitman action.
Yep.
It's going to be a Whitman sampler tomorrow night.
Sweet.
looking forward to it.
Might have to hop on.
Yeah, try to jump on every now and then. Watch it. Sometimes I get to watch it a bit live, and then sometimes I do have to finish it later on in the middle of the night.
What are you finishing late at night?
Oh, trying to finish stuff.
Okay, trying to finish stuff.
Sometimes you can't sleep, you know.
Sticky fingers.
No, that's another person.
Okay.
But all right, guys. So Uncle Gary, you were the man with the 5 statements for right or wrong.
I want to say Sonny and Sticky Fingers are the same person, right or wrong?
Wrong.
All right, we ready for 5 statements?
Let's do it.
First, Dan had said he said he's getting one of the blind bags. He's going to open it on Comics Unleashed.
I will do the same.
Nice.
I will open mine live on Comics Unleashed. All right, so this was topical of what we talked about earlier. I had Marvel Zombies is going to be a terrific bout of gory fun.
Right.
You are correct, oh great one.
Terrific, gory fun. All right. Detective Comics. This is from a few weeks ago. Detective Comics number 1100 has the single best Batman story of the year.
Having read that story, I will say, and have read everything else Batman come out so far, yes.
I haven't read it yet. I want to read it.
You like it.
I'm gonna, Mike, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Let's just say
And I'm gonna say right.
There's no words, no thought balloons, no word balloons, and Ace the Bat Hound at work. So that's all I'm going to say. So Batman 1100, it's in the running for my comic of the year. And just on the basis of that first story.
Everyone was going right.
On number one, yeah. So number two, Detective Comics number 1100 has the best single Batman story of the year. Boosh, if you read it, I hope you read it. I like Richard. Oh, Richard, did you read it too? I love that.
Right. Mr. Key said right question. Yeah.
Taylor, I think Tom Taylor wrote that, right, Mike?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Tom Taylor. Just fantastic.
It was Mike who convinced him.
Oh, it was great. Well, Boosh, he's a good character witness, Boosh. Too far behind on my training. All right, so, well, try to read it by this weekend, Dan. I'd like to talk to you about it. It's that good. All right, number 3. Justice for Sonny's beard is the social justice cause of the year.
Right.
I agree.
How can you
fight that?
You can't. You just can't.
Thank you, Richard, for getting that started.
Yeah.
And look at this beard. And Richard, thank you for getting that started. Richard got the whole thing on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justice for Sonny's beard is the social cause of the year.
Right.
The cause celeb.
Cause celeb.
Cause celeb.
It's a landslide. It's definitely
a landslide. Yeah. Okay. Well, you get Fleetwood Mac to sing that at the award ceremony for your beard. There we go. Yeah. All right.
And the people are agreeing.
The people are agreeing. Okay. Right. Oh, look at that. We got
people have spoken.
There you go. That's just it seems to be a Dan Kelly usually is it would be the center.
Dan should be Justice for Sonny's toys.
There you go. That's a whole nother can of worms. That's really why they're going to send federal troops to Chicago is to rescue Sonny's toys.
It's because people are outraged about my beard not getting the love it deserves.
All right.
Crazy times.
Number 4, Philip Kennedy Johnson is one of the most impressive writers of his generation. Our friend, Philip Kennedy Johnson, who we just saw today, is one of the most impressive writers of his generation.
I concur.
I do too.
If you haven't read Immortal Hulk, then you missed out on our action comics.
Yep.
And a brand new book, right, that came out today. The Adventures of Superman.
That's right. His Batman and Robin has been a really good book, and he, the world he created in the Fellspire Chronicles, The Last God. He created lore and music and lyrics.
That has got to be one of the most impressive books I've ever read, just for the fact that it's a book. It's a whole tome of a book. Includes music, includes prose backstory, includes a whole Dungeons and Dragons like game. It's just, and there's music videos to it, and
the lore of the land he has created, the legends that he was writing, just fantastic. Yeah,
and he did it all within just a couple months.
Yeah,
nice,
insane.
Yeah,
I say right.
Yeah, Philip Kennedy Johnson, one of the most impressive writers of his generation. I agree.
And before when it came to the beard, Boosh, it said beard affair, Bloodbeard. And then, Dan, Boosh, Mr. Keith, and Richard all had said right for number 4.
For number 4. And man was, when he did most of these things, was active duty military. So even more reason to, he's just Matter of fact, he just officially retired about a week ago.
Well,
You know, when
congrats.
they did. So congrats to him, career man.
Congrats
So.
to Philip.
All right, number 5. The Codex Station is a very worthy recipient of 5 comic book community finalist nominations.
Right. I'd say even more, but I'm going to.
We disagree that it needs to be more. It needs to be more, but I'll agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
These are some slam dunks.
Yes.
The only one's iffy is Sonny's beard.
No, he's deserving. Yeah, but hey, it happens. Sometimes you get snubbed.
You say it's self-serving? Yes, it is.
Sometimes you get snubbed.
Well,
even Tom Cruise doesn't win Best Actor all the time.
You need if you're getting snubbed, you need to get a sharper razor.
Nicely put. And Booge and Mr. Keith and Dan all said right.
Right.
And Richard, of course, said true. Booge said right. Dan said right. Mr. Keith said right.
We're preaching to the choir here, I think.
All right. It's a little bit of discussion time for back to we had seen what everyone had with right or wrong. Back to number 1.
Marvel Zombies is going to be a terrific, gory, fun fest.
Yeah, everyone was saying that right. So
after seeing that trailer with heads getting lopped off and people getting cut in half and Spider-Man webbing heads off of people and all this other stuff, it looks like a gore fest to me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then the number 2 is
Detective Comics 1100 has the single best Batman story of the year. And I read it last weekend and was blown away. Mike's the first person I had to cajole him to read it last night so I could talk to him about it today because no one else I had known had read it yet. And man, that story blew me. I made my wife read it and I made my youngest read it, and they really liked it. So
nice.
You force your family to read comics. You better read this book.
Read this comic. That's right. Come on.
It's for their own good, though, right?
It's for their own good. And like I said, Ace the Bad Hound is being put to work.
And for the Marvel Zombies one, Boo said they need to show Spider-Man eating Aunt May.
Nice.
What? That sounds dirty.
Sounds horrifying.
And cannibalistic all at the same time.
Slightly arousing at the same time.
I think Spider-Man is not a zombie. I think the preview kind of looked like he was ripping the zombies' heads off. However, it possibly could have been I think it was the Peter Parker Spider-Man, but it could be Miles Morales Spider-Man.
If Spider-Man is not a zombie and he's eating Aunt May, it's really filthy. If Spider-Man is a zombie eating Aunt May, it's just okay. It's what they do. So we need the nuance of this.
All right. And Dan says, before we get too down into the dirty, Dan says, as long as they don't make the mistake they made in the last season of What If and ignore all their best characters. And he says, for the Batman, he'll read it tomorrow. And guys, I want to read that Batman story.
Yeah, because is Zombie Spider-Man, is it Zombie Spider-Man eating at the Y? What is it? I wonder.
Hey, he wants brains.
Brains?
All right, number 3 was
Sonny. Moving on. Number 3 was Justice for Sonny's Beard is the social justice cause of the year.
Yeah, we were all in agreement for that one. Yeah,
Richard started this movement, so it's Richard's fault that we have all been, motivated by this cause celeb.
Hey, they may have to pin him on the news one day. How did you get this huge movement started?
Well, this huge movement got started with about 18 chunks of X-Lax.
And then number 4 was
Sonny's moving on again. Like
before I get as red as my shirt.
You don't want to talk about that huge movement being started. Philip Kennedy Johnson is one of the most impressive writers of his generation.
We were all in agreement with that. Yeah,
true.
I think that is very true. Even with my bias of us being friends with him. But yeah, I think so too.
What was the story again that you had said where it has like lyrics in there and it has like a game in there? What was that story?
Well, originally it's called the Felspire Chronicles, but there was some copyright thing, so now I have to call it The Last God.
Okay.
Or was it The Last God? Now
It was The Last God.
Now they have to call it the
Felspire Chronicles.
Okay, the other way around, inverted. So it's a wonderful book, and it is fantastic, and it tells a story, a current story, and then a flashback story that run concurrently in the book, and you unravel the new story by reading about the past story, and it's just fascinating book.
Yeah.
And when it came to about the beard and stuff, yeah, Bushi, that's how good movement started. And Dan said Sonny's beard refuses to tap out.
Oh, very, very nice. Very nice to see what Dan did there.
Nicely worded.
All right.
And then
Number 5, the Codex Station is a very worthy recipient of 5 comic book community finalist nominations.
And we all were going with right. But even me and Mike said it could have gotten more, but we will be happy with those 5.
Well, those are 5 more than we got last year.
That is right. So gotta be happy with what you got. And
That's
so once again, everybody, feel free, www.cbcawards.org. And the awards we are up for.
Even my tech challenged ass voted.
Yep.
See, Uncle Gary could do it. You can do it too. Best live stream for Comics Unleashed Codex Station. Best informative content for the Codex Station. Best live stream for Comics Unleashed, the Codex Station. And best entertaining content, the Codex Station. And for most engaging host, Sal the Slab Guy from Codex Station. And that takes care. Who says, Sonny, where is that Affliction shirt?
Nice.
You know what? Today I just wanted a weird one that went more with the F list, but I may even up it maybe next week and wear some, not to brag, but some extreme couture.
Ooh.
Wow. Look at him throwing some French out there.
Yeah.
The half British, half Mexican is throwing some French at us.
Don't forget my Irish in me too.
Oh, there's Irish too. Yeah, there you go. Is it a third, and a third?
It's like 50 Mexican, 30 Irish, 20 English. But born in England, raised in Chicago.
God, that just makes all kinds of hooligan, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. It does. And yet somehow I remain a man of peace.
Yes.
But now it's time to jump on to somebody who is not so peaceful, somebody who's actually quite a dirtbag. It's time to jump on to the F list. So today, well, you know what? Last week, the F-lister was Black Mass. And my wife had even commented. She said, that looks like Sonny when he's purple. And it's because of my Snapchat character. And that's my Snapchat character.
Ah.
Wow.
So
go back to the former picture.
Yeah.
It looks like he has taken those 18 X-laxes and is
really, they're not working.
He's ready to have a movement.
Yeah. When you look at it, he does. So that was last week, yeah. So
turning purple because he's straining.
Because normally that's the only picture where he's like purple. But yeah. So my wife, even my Maria, had commented and said, "Looks like Sonny." So there's me.
Why are you purple?
Because Snapchat changed it, and I was trying to make it look like me, and then I was getting frustrated, and I said, "Screw it, then it'll be purple. I don't care. It's just Snapchat." So now a couple years have passed, and I'm still a purple guy. And sometimes I forget when people are like, "Oh, purple." I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I forgot my guy's purple on there."
Sonny the purple.
Yeah, but so it is
purple
time.
People.
You know what? I had forgotten the random panel of the week. I will get onto that after the F list because I said right now, the man joining the F list is Redshirt.
Redshirt.
Okay. Redshirt.
That is his name. He is Redshirt.
He's stylishly wearing those pajamas.
And there he is. He's
MILF.
A MILF. He's a MILF.
well, he's talking as he's about to go into battle, right? And he says, into the hands of the Minions International Liberation Front. Follow, red shirt men. The future belongs to MILF. And the guy next to him says, "Oh God."
This has got to be a Savage Dragon.
And there he is with his other members of MILF. That is what they're called. As you can see, yeah, they're not really in uniform. They're all, or each person has like a different uniform on.
You know, if you typed in MILF and this came up, you'd be very disappointed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is not what I was thinking.
Not that any of us have ever looked that up, but we would be angry if this was the show.
Or know to Milford too.
Yeah.
And here he is, kicking Taskmaster, and he says, "Oh, vomit."
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
So there he is. Redshirt.
Redshirt's got some issues. He's got some anger management issues.
Got some serious issues.
Yeah, he does. And he's got his little red jammies on. So I think he was sent to bed without his supper too much.
All right, so would anybody like to take a guess? Well, it's a little bit to him, but any more on the history of Redshirt, who also calls himself the Uber Henchman?
The Uber Henchman.
I could be reading that wrong here, like the X, like an accent above it.
Yeah.
So I think that his father was a security personnel on the USS Enterprise.
Ooh.
After he died on a mission, he swore to get revenge and became evil.
Because his father was a red shirt that died.
There was a red shirt that died, was sacrificed by Kirk.
Okay, and then he decided that he would wear red in defiance.
Yes.
A high mortality rate of those officers that Kirk had just slaughtered.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go.
Come back and seek his revenge.
Okay, I'll sign on with that.
Give me my brown pants.
Let me see. Yeah, Mr. Keith, yeah, give me my brown pants. Yeah. And Dan says, is a superpower that he can come back to life every time he gets killed on Star Trek?
That's good.
That's a good one.
So, Redshirt, he's only known by the name of Redshirt.
Mm.
So he doesn't have anything, but yeah, he goes by the Uber Henchman. He is clearly a villain. Mr. Keith says he does look like one badass bellhop.
If you don't tip him, he beats your ass.
Boosh says, does he have resistance against fading? So,
nice.
As you can see, he is the leader of the group. Let's see where is it referred to again?
Minions International Liberation Front.
Yeah, the Minions International Liberation Front, also called MILF for short. But first, down to the little details about him. He is a human mutate. He is from the Earth 616. He was created by Jeff D. Paulo and Fred Van Lente. He first appeared in Taskmaster Volume 2, issue number 3 in 2010. Where he's leading the Minions International Liberation Front. So, yeah, he also has the name of Redshirt. So he claims to be a surviving member of every major terrorist organization. And then he and his minions have the group of the Minions International Liberation Front called MILF. And they take on, they're taking on Taskmaster. So confronting Taskmaster in Bolivia, Redshirt and his army attack. And eventually, even though he's pretty tough, he's the leader of this group. And as you can see, they're all wearing different outfits. So there's no uniform for that team, for the MILF team. But it takes on Taskmaster, and he does eventually lose. So there's a picture of him kicking Taskmaster. But yeah, Taskmaster does eventually get the better of him and kills him in the very next issue. So he's only in 2 issues. He's in Taskmaster number 3 and then number 4. And that concluded that whole series. So Taskmaster Volume 2 was only 4 issues. And after he gets killed, yeah, he's done. But before, when he was first announcing, when he was telling, his name is Redshirt, his team is MILF, there was a guy, one of the guys who looks like a ninja. He's not in this picture, but he looks similar to one of those guys. A guy laughed and did say, your name is Redshirt. We didn't get to pick out code names. And do you know what, MILF stands for? and the guy laughed at him, and Redshirt cut his head off. So he's pretty tough. He is very skilled. He gave Taskmaster a good fight. However, he was defeated, and he just he brags about that he's trained in so many different ways. That he's mastered Jkramak Kairithri, the wings of Kaithri, and he says he also has the fighting style of the alien Shi'ar. But yeah, so he was killed after 2 issues. And one thing to be noted is that Redshirt, why some people may laugh, is as a pop culture, it's a reference. They consider characters, when they say Redshirt, it's like a background character who gets violently killed. So that is old Redshirt for everybody.
Sonny, who's that coming into your room? Behind you.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. And let's see. And Bruce said, Taskmaster villain, that makes sense. And so his goofiness might work in Taskmaster. And he was kind of serious. Aside from like people laughing at his name, he was, Except for people laughing at his name, he was actually pretty tough. Mr. Keith says, it's his superpower, stealth, because we all forget that he's standing in the room. They don't mention it. They just mention that he's skilled hand-to-hand combat. Yeah.
How tough was he? He only lasted 2 issues.
Yeah, so in his one fight, he was giving a good fight, but then eventually did lose. Yeah, and how he got his powers, Redshirt received drug treatment from AIM to strengthen and lighten his skeleton to match Shi'ar Saizagami. And he underwent Gnostic torture in order to unlock an unused portion of his brain that lets him counter his opponents in unexpected ways. But it still wasn't enough to stop him. It still wasn't enough to let him defeat Taskmaster. And Booster, he looks like Crispin Glover after getting killed in Friday the 13th, Part 4.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
What
do you mean? It's my Crispin Glover impersonation.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I say Redshirt in his Redshirt in his bad ways. Oh, yeah, because for the record, his first issue, it was called something like The Town of Hitlers. And like almost everyone in the town looked like Hitler. So it was, yeah.
Was there a girl named Hansi there?
I'm more seen to it faster. I don't know if there was a girl named that, but.
Isn't it Hansi?
Hansi, she loved the swastika.
She loves the swastika. That's right.
Yes.
Well, he seems like Redshirt doesn't seem like a good guy. He's a dirtbag. He has a dumb name of Redshirt, and he doesn't realize that MILF, standing for the word MILF. He doesn't even get what that means. And he's a grown adult. If a kid didn't get it, okay, understandable, but yeah. And then he cut somebody's head off for trying to tell him.
Maybe.
You guys think he's off the F list or he stays on?
Who killed him?
Taskmaster.
Okay, well, he took care of our job for us, so yes.
There you go. Yes.
Never to be seen again.
F standing for fatal.
Fatality.
Fatality list. Yeah.
Mr. Keith said more like red.
Shit. Oh, there you go.
Oh, snap.
All right. And guys, for the first time, I think this is the first time in history I ever went over the random panel before, or I went to the F list before the random panel. So time for the random panel of the week. And it's Rek-Rap saying, I'm Rek-Rap, the web-whipping wall prancer. And Spider-Man puts his hand on his head and says, please ignore him. And then I decided to let in the other panel too, and Cyclops says, done.
Done.
The web-whipping wall prancer. Next week on the F list.
When I saw this, I was thinking, thinking of that.
He's a clown.
So, but I was looking, I'm like, maybe I need to read a little more issues before actually adding him to the list. Is he just a funny character? Because his sister is pretty interesting. That he was one of those like demons from Limbo. So
yeah, he's comic relief.
I was gonna say with that picture, I'm guessing the web whipping wall prancer. Yeah, but I like how Spider-Man is just like, please ignore him. And Cyclops says, done.
He's very earnest. Rek-Rap is.
I'm interested in him. I want to see a little more. I want to read some comics with him. I want to know more about him.
You want to know more about him?
Yeah. Does he like long walks on the beach? No.
Like pina coladas.
Yeah. But all right, guys. So today, normally we'd be moving to let's see. Mr. Key says Rek-Rap looks like Redshirt in a Spider-Man costume. Oh, come on, that's quite the mean insult to poor Rek-Rap. But yeah, but that takes care of the random pick of the week. So guys, normally this time we'd be jumping onto a review, but today we decided we're gonna go with the topic of the week. The last time, well, on episode 100, we mentioned topic of the week because we were going over stuff for the whole show. But the last time we normally had topic of the week was all the way back in episode 63 of the Codex podcast. And this is now episode 167.
Wow.
So over 100 since we've had it. So here we go. We give it to you now. And today's topic of the week is how would DC versus Marvel 2 turn out? Would anybody like to go first? For mine? Okay.
Money is how it will turn out, baby.
All right. Well, oh yes. So it'll be making a lot of money. Oh yeah.
Yep. Money is what it will do.
Yeah. I think it'll be, I think we'll have some good, like every other one. We get some good, we get some bad. There's some strange.
Yeah, I still think Batman
Deadpool is very weird.
Yeah, just not fun. But a lot of the others sound really good.
Yeah.
And with this, I mean, too, like more because obviously, I'm sure there are going to be parts like Batman, Deadpool fight or things like that. But I mean, more like let's say there's an event like, how before back in the '90s, how there was the Marvel versus DC, and maybe next year I'd like to see. Excuse me, I would like to see if they truly do an event where it is Marvel versus DC. And I went back and I found an interview from the Code X podcast. Well, no, there's the Comic Station because it was not in the podcast. A little quick boost is DCU taking over. But from the Codex Station, it was a one-shot I had with Ron Mars. I'm going to put that right there into the comments. If anybody like to check that out. I had an interview with Ron. I had a one-shot with Ron Mars, and I asked him how would Marvel versus DC go if it was today. And the time of the interview was around was 2022, and when I chatted with him, he was saying that nowadays he said he believed it would be a lot longer because like back then they only got like the 4 bigger issues. Now it would be a lot longer, and we chatted and we mentioned like different characters would be involved this time. Some of the characters, Superman, Batman, Captain America, Wolverine will probably still be in there, but he even mentioned that characters like Iron Man only had a few panels in that other one, whereas now he'd probably have a way bigger part. And even we said Deadpool, we said Harley Quinn. So I think it would turn out, I think it would be interesting with a lot of different characters.
Yeah.
Maybe too now with the next generation of characters as well. Let's say Spider-Man, they might have Miles Morales Spider-Man, or Superman, they might have the Jonathan Kent Spider-Man, his son. So many possibilities. And I remember I told him in the interview, and I said a young man can dream. But now, with these crossovers, it may be happening again.
Maybe.
When does the first one come out?
The first crossover, in 2 weeks, September 17th, Batman and Deadpool, or I think this one's called Deadpool Batman, and then the one in November is Batman Deadpool.
Cool.
Yeah, but I do hope. I don't think it'll be this year. That'd be cool if they did, but kind of short notice. If they do one next year, maybe a huge event, but I think it would be more. I think they would have so many, like you were saying, Uncle Gary, with the money. You know how many the variants. I mean, look at the Batman this week.
Right.
Had 53 variants. Imagine all the variants that are going to come out.
Yeah. What happens after this will be dictated by how much money this makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the color is green, baby. So how much green does it generate?
Yeah. But if it does happen, I really look forward to it. I think it'd be cool to see, more of the characters fight. I think one of the other episodes not too long ago, I had put in one of my 5 statements was we want to see a bit the Suicide Squad versus the Thunderbolts. One thing in Marvel DC, they had fights, they had one-on-one. I think it'd be pretty cool to see some team battles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Like the old JLA Avengers crossover.
Yes. And Boo said, he said, we talking comic books. I still say DC. Yeah, and then even too, Mike, you and I not long ago we reviewed the Teen Titans X-Men crossover.
Yep.
How did that stand up? I didn't get to.
That was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was good. It really stood up pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, so we were at the 9 or 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5, I think.
We both did
Nice.
9.5. Yeah. And Boo said DC needs to give Deathlock a book.
Ooh.
Deathlock's Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah. So he'd be Marvel, but hey, maybe he could have a crossover though with DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Keith, I like this idea. Says they should do crossovers every 4 years, like the Olympics.
Deathlock and Cyborg would be a cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Boosh did say Marvel needs to give Deathlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the good point. Yeah, Deathlock and Cyborg, two very similar characters. And then to Deadpool and Deathstroke, I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember in Marvel versus DC, there was a panel, and there's just one panel, and you see Iron Man and Steel kind of going at it, but that was it, one panel. Steel, I still think is one of the most underrated, underutilized characters. And like, he could be a huge star.
Like him. Yeah,
Yep.
he's a cool character. John Henry Irons.
What a great name.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. The Martian Manhunter, Jean. There was another panel with the Martian Manhunter and the Thing. And two characters I love. I think that'd be a really cool fight to have if they gave him some time. Yeah. And two, we can give Dr. Doom some time. Sinestro. So like endless possibilities with DC versus Marvel. We shall see. At least we got we got some crossovers, but maybe we will see a battle.
We'll see what happens.
The rematch though.
If you want more, you buy more books.
Yes. So there you go. And guys, where's a place that they could all go to get some comic books?
Well, they can all go to get some comic books. Where's that at? Oh, here it is. Comic Logic, baby.
Comic Logic.
Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. Oh, if you missed out on seeing us today, Philip Kennedy Johnson, we'll see. He'll be around in the future again, but you can still come see us in the meantime. I'm sure we have some Philip Kennedy Johnson signed merchandise there because he was signing stuff for us today that still will be in the shop. But if you're in the Northern Virginia area, please come in and see us. We would love to see you. See me, Mighty Mike over there, and Rob Kalin slinging the books. So come, Comic Logic. If you're in Northern Virginia, we'd love to see you. And on October 26th, we have our Fall Lot Con. And on Fall Lot Con, we turn our parking lot into a mini Comic Con. Toys, games, jewelry, local artists, local authors.
All free of charge.
All free of charge. And they're there all free of charge to enter. Their wares are not free of charge.
Yes.
And you can even get a tattoo there. We have a tattoo artist set up. Mike got a tattoo last time he was there.
Ooh, wait, let me make that bigger, Mike. Show that tattoo you got right there.
Yeah. He got that at the last spring.
Something's killing the children.
Nice.
House of Slaughter.
Yep.
Maybe next time someone will get a Code X one. We'll definitely show it on the show. If somebody gets a Code X tattoo.
I think you should be the first one to get a Codex tramp stamp. I'm all for that.
I've never actually put a tattoo on my body.
Don't want to mess with perfection. Don't want to mess
my
with
body
perfection.
pure.
Sure, that's right.
Actually, I'm not against tattoos. Just for some reason, I just have never been like, I want to get one. So who knows? Maybe.
I don't have one either. That's okay.
Maybe we can get matching tramp stamps. Codex.
You know what?
There you go.
See if that happens.
Okay, but you first.
No, you first. Sonny, you can keep the duck. Mike knows what that means.
But let me jump into the comments. And Bruce said Deathlock, Lobo, Bounty Hunter Wars.
Nice.
Man, that could be really good. I like that one a lot. Bruce said Ghost Rider, Etrigan, Spectre.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ghost Rider Spectre would be amazing.
I think there was a Ghost Rider Etrigan amalgam. Or was it? Oh, it was Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it was Speed Demon.
Demon. Okay, Speed Demon. Okay.
I think it was Flash and Speed Demon. It was Ghost Rider and the Demon was Speed Demon.
Okay, so
I think that's what.
Yeah. Bruce says Nightwing, Night Thrasher. Night Thrasher, another character I think will become bigger later on in the years.
I thought Nightwing would have been a better team up with Deadpool.
Yeah, I think so.
Smart asses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Smart ass and the DC's shapely ass.
Actually, it would be Daredevil. Daredevil Nightwing would be the best.
Daredevil Nightwing. Oh my God, the amount of chicks they would slay. The women that they would derobe, disrobe.
MILFs would be.
They're right. The MILFs would flock to them. So there you go.
Do you mean what was that?
Not him. Not him.
Not him.
Not Redshirt
Not
team.
him.
Nope.
Not him.
Not the Minions International Liberation Front.
No, not him.
The mothers I
Yep.
love forever.
Yep. There you go.
I like that.
It would be a it would be a as Ian no, what's the Conor McGregor said, it's a red panty night when they get together.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. And the variants would be very interesting to those. To have them there, have all the ladies on them.
Yeah.
Possibilities endless. Just like with the Code X Station, the possibilities are endless. We always have new shows, new things going on. Tomorrow is Comic Character of the Week, Black Knight. Of course, on Saturday will be Comics Unleashed. And Uncle Gary, you were saying you and Dan were both talking about we open up those.
Yeah, we'll open up our blind bag Batman books and see what we got.
Yep.
Mike already got a nice shiny one, and evidently one of the better ones to get. I'll probably get the A cover. I mean, is that a possibility? Is the A cover?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, because that would suck.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. Check it out on Saturday.
And is it only one book in it?
Yeah, it's just one book. Yeah.
Well, check that out on Saturday. And then next week on the Codex podcast, it will be me. And I will have the guy who was nominated for Most Engaging Host, Sal the Slab Guy, will be joining me. We'll be reviewing Spider-Man number 800. And then in 2 weeks from now, when I got these two troublemakers back with me, we will be reviewing the Batman Hulk crossover. So that's something to look forward to. The Codex podcast. And once again, to get the business out of the way, Uncle Gary, what do we want to give everybody?
Oh, look at us. We're positively dripping with the socials. We are infected, baby. And we would like nothing better than to
Penicillin.
give them to you. Penicillin resistant. Hit that button. Hit that button, baby.
No kink shaming.
No kink shaming on the
No
Code
kink
X
shaming
Station.
here.
That's right. That's right.
We're at all the socials at the Code X Station. And if you want to get some merch, meet the team, read some fake things written about me, check out www.thecodexstation.com. Of course, I'm Sonny Kruger. I was joined by Mighty Mike Harbour and the Ric Flair of comic books himself, Uncle Gary.
Woo!
May you all have a great day, a great week, a great month. That is a 10 out of 10. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
See you later.